Hey guys, so today I'm going to be telling you a story time of something that happened a few days ago. Main reason why I did not upload on Wednesday. It's just been very hectic, very crazy, very scary situation. So I'm just going to jump right into the story time, and then I do have some announcements at the end of the video for the pink giveaway. So basically on Sunday, we'll start with Saturday night. We're going to tell like the pre-story to all of this. So Saturday night, I came home and the whole corner of my room the carpet was completely chewed up. So the carpet was all chewed up, it was completely ripped up. I'll insert a picture of what it looked like so you can see like how much it was chewed up. Basically, Bean just decided she was bored and wanted to rip into the carpet. I was obviously concerned that she ate a lot of carpet, but it seemed like she just ripped it up and like left the pieces everywhere. So nothing happens. Next day comes along, Sunday. She's 100% fine all day. She was being normal Bean, running around, barking, playing, like nothing weird, nothing weird. So then that night, I was sitting in my room, right here, literally, and she was sitting on the pillow, and she was just very tired, very sleepy, but I didn't think anything of it. She sleeps a lot, you know, she's a puppy. So she was sleeping, and I feel like I was on the phone with my mom, I think, and I like flipped her over on her back, and she just kind of like laid there and was so sleepy, and I was like, oh my gosh, she looks so cute. I thought she was just like being really cute, so I actually posted it on Snapchat because I thought she was just being super cute. Here's the video of that when she was laying there, and while she was laying there like this, my mom was like, are you sure she's okay? I was like, yeah. I was like, oh my god, let me call Hayden real quick. I want to show him how cute she looks. So I FaceTime Hayden and I'm like, look at her. He's like, oh, she looks so cute. And I'm like, do you, like, in that moment I was like, do you think like and he was like, she's fine, she's just sleeping, like what are you talking about, like she's fine. So I was like, okay, I don't know, she just like seems off or something. So at that point I hung up with him and I'm sitting there, and usually if I put Bean on her back like that, she squirms up. She'll never stay like that. Like even if like I hold her like this, watch, oh, there we go. See how she wants to squirm to get up? She never stays in that position. But I look up and she's literally just laying there with her eyes closed. I was like, that's weird. So I pick her up, and when I pick her up, you know how like right now how I'm holding her and she's looking around like her head, say hello, Bean. Thanks. So she basically, when I picked her up, her head was just like down. And then her head was just down, and then I picked her head up with her chin and it completely just like fell back. Like she wasn't supporting her head at all, and I was like, that's weird. So I put her back down on the pillow to call my mom again, and when I put her back down on the pillow, she immediately falls asleep again. She could not stay awake. She laid back down and went to sleep, and I was like, okay, I think there's something wrong. So I call my mom back and I'm like, hey, I think like there's something wrong with Bean. She's acting really weird and everything. So I go to touch her, just like pet her, and she jerks her head back, like super fast. Completely jerks her head back, and I was like, what are you doing? Like she's never done something like that. So I was like, Bean, and anytime I get close, it was almost like a delayed reaction a little bit, but she would very like almost hypersensitive or hyper alert or whatever you want to call it. So I'm like, that's her mom. I was like, that's weird. So I pick her up and I put her on my bed, and when she goes to walk, she completely falls over. Just like falls over. And I was like, okay, no, something's wrong. She can't walk. I don't know what's going on. And as soon as I put her to stand up, she fell over, and then she was trying to make her way back to the pillow to lay back down. So I put her back on the pillow. She goes right back to sleep, and I'm like, I need to find, at this point, it's probably like 11:30 at night. So I'm like, I need to find an emergency vet near me. So luckily there was one like 5 minutes down the street. I call them, I explain what was happening. I explained that she's a 9-month-old, 4-pound Chihuahua, and they're like, she needs to come in. So as I was driving there, I was thinking like, what in the world could it be? She had ate that day, she drank that day, there was nothing wrong, her gums were pink, so I didn't think it was hypoglycemic shock. Everything seemed totally fine, and she was fine all day. So I bring her in, they bring me in the room immediately, they're asking me what was going on, they're like doing tests on her, like they're putting their hand above, now she doesn't care, but they're putting their hand like above her head like that, and every time she's like ducking and jerking, and they're like, I don't know, like, we don't know, like, did she eat anything? I was like, she ate my carpet last night. And they're like, no, that wouldn't be it. This is very much of a neurological thing. If it was carpet, it would be more of in her intestines. It would be a stomach issue. It would be like a gastro issue, intestine issue. So I was like, okay, well, there's nothing else she ate. She ate her food today. She drank her water today, and that's it for the rest of the day. That, like, she didn't eat anything. And they started saying, like, oh, it could be drugs. I was like, no, like, there are no drugs in my house. I don't smoke. Like, that's not, none of that. So they're like, okay, well, we'll bring the doctor in. And of course, like, to have the actual vet come in, it was a charge. But I was like, it doesn't matter. Like, I need to make sure Bean's okay. So the nurse comes in, gets her weight. She's 4.52 pounds to be exact, little pork chop. And they were just, like, doing normal tests, and the real vet came in and she was talking to me, and we tried to have her walk, and basically she was walking as if she didn't know how to walk. She was walking like almost like she was learning, and her like legs were shaking, and she would very slowly pick up one leg in front of the other. Like, she couldn't do it though. And so immediately, of course, she was like, okay, we need to like run some tests. Obviously she was like, she's intoxicated from something. She ate something toxic, and she's completely intoxicated. When they took her heartbeat, a normal heartbeat for a dog my size is around 125 per minute, like 125 beats per minute, I think she said, and Bean was at 60. So she wasn't skipping any beats, but she was very, very, very slow, which basically she was saying she's intoxicated. It's some type of intoxication. So the blood test wouldn't show what she was intoxicated with. It would just show if it was attacking her kidneys or her livers and her levels and everything like that. So they take her to do the blood work. Her temperature was fine when they did her temperature, and then they went to go do the blood work. That took forever. My phone was actually dead when it happened, so I sat there for like an hour and a half just like staring at the wall pretty much. And they come in, and like the people have to come talk to me about like pricing and stuff, and they had this whole list of like tests, and it came out to $800. And I was like, look, if you can just run the blood work, and then if there's something in the blood work that is bad, I will do the other test, of course. But if her blood work comes back clean or that she's okay, I'm not going to do all these tests for no reason. So start off with the blood work, and then we'll go from there. And they were like, okay, like, I'm not just about to pay $800 for no reason. Like, no. She comes back in with the blood work like an hour and a half later, and she explained to me that nothing was attacking her kidneys or her liver. So that was fine. Whatever it was going to pass through. She was going to be okay. It was just going to take some time. And the vet was saying the best way to get the process moving faster of it to move through her system and to get out of her system is fluids and activated charcoal. So of course the fluids is just to give her fluids and just to flush out, and I believe the activated charcoal was to bind anything and get it out of her. So they take her again, and it was probably another like hour or so, hour and a half I would imagine, and they finally come back in. They're like, she's, you know, okay. They're like, you can leave her overnight if you would like to, but you can take her home. I was trying to ask them, like, well, if nothing is attacking her kidneys or her livers, will she be okay at home? Like, is it like a deathly situation, or is she gonna get better in time? Because if she's gonna get better in time, I'd rather be with her, and God forbid it gets worse in the morning, I'll take her to my vet. So they were like, no, she's fine, like nothing is attacking her kidneys or her liver, she should be out of it soon. So we come home, and she seemed honestly like 80% better as soon as we got home. She was more of herself. She was walking. She wanted to play with her toys. She was very much more, not as like alert and everything like that, and she seemed totally normal. So that was that night, and then by the next morning she was honestly 100% better. That, I want to say it was yesterday morning, she threw up twice, and then she threw up twice again in the afternoon. But she does that sometimes. It's just normal throw up. It's almost like her food that she throws up. But other than that, she is 100% fine at this point. I still don't know what it is. My guess was that it was maybe a chemical on the carpet that she ate, or the glue of the carpet, or something in the carpet toxic that she ate, and it took a day to really process through her. But yeah, it was very scary. It was not okay. She was completely unresponsive to anything. Her head would just hang there, like I said. And now you can see, look up, Mama. Look up, look up. Over there. Look over there. You could see right there she has a little bit of bruising. She has a little bit of bruising on her neck from the IV. I don't know if she'll look up right now. Look over there. See, it's right there. It's right there. She has a little bit of bruising on her neck from where they put the fluids in and where they put the IV and everything. But I'm just so happy that she's feeling better, and I'm just hoping that it was just the carpet or something, and that this doesn't happen again, because it was terrible. And you know, as a puppy mom, it's scary. So I'm just very, very, very happy that she's okay. And one of the main reasons I wanted to tell this story was, one, because maybe maybe someone somewhere out there knows what this was from what I said, and can maybe tell me if it's happened to their dog before and what it was, or anything. You know, if anyone has had this happen to their dog, or similar, you know, similar actions, then please let me know in the comments below. And also just, you know, educate you guys if ever happens to your dog, that what it was or what they said it was. And to, of course, if you ever think your dog is acting weird, to take them to the vet immediately. It's better to be safe than sorry. And I'm just so glad that this little weirdo is all back to normal, causing a ruckus. That's pretty much it for the story, guys. I'm very glad it has a happy ending. So now for the announcements that I wanted to make about the pink giveaway. So the pink giveaway is going to end next Wednesday. So when I upload a video on Wednesday, that's where I will announce the winners for the giveaway. And yeah, so if you haven't entered the giveaway yet, I'll put it in the description below. And if you haven't checked out my eBay yet, where I have a bunch of stuff that I'm selling, I also think I'm going to be selling my old MacBook pretty soon. My old camera that I used to film all my videos on is also on there if you guys want to go check it out. And what else is on there? A lot of pink stuff, a lot of cool stuff. I plan to be doing a wish giveaway pretty soon. It is October, so what, Nicole? So prepare for some awesome Halloween videos. If you guys have any Halloween themed videos that you want me to do, leave them in the description. I mean, not leave them, you guys can't leave anything in the description. Then comment them down below. I will be showing you guys my costumes. A lot of them I am DIYing because I'm not paying $80 for a costume. So I will be able to show you guys how I DIY my costumes for this year. I'll be doing 4 costumes for myself, and then if you guys want me to do any other costumes to show you guys, then of course let me know. I will be doing a whole Halloween thing for puppies, for little Beanie. So prepare for that. I'm very excited. This is my favorite time of the year. Fall is actually my favorite season, so I am so excited. I'll be going to Halloween Horror Nights more. I'll be doing a whole sit-down video on Halloween Horror Nights. So if you haven't subscribed, I keep clapping, I am so sorry. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so, because this month is going to be so much fun, and this whole rest of the year is going to be so much fun. Right after this, there's November, there's Thanksgiving, and then we're in Christmas time. Well, of course, I will be doing most likely Vlogmas, maybe 12 days of vlogs again, but I really want to try Vlogmas this year. I think I could do it. So stay tuned for that. I'll be going to LA soon. I'll be going to New York soon. There's just so many trips coming up. You guys have no idea. But the only way you can keep up with everything is to subscribe and turn on my post notifications. I post every Wednesday and sometimes on a different day, so never miss out by turning on my post notifications. And of course, if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you have any questions or about anything that I've talked about in this whole video, make sure to comment them down below. But that's pretty much it, guys, and I will see you next Wednesday for a new video. Bye! Bean, do you want to tell them out? Say